Alright. We're back in the main chamber of the Shattered Sanctum, where we first encountered Priestess Gut, and we followed her to the left, but we have not yet been over to the right. Halsin is somewhere in here.
I know it! Ain't so hard, is it? Poor lad. I could give you peace, you know. But no. You gotta keep silent, don't you? Where do they flee to, you stubborn rat?
Please, stop!
Here to see your friend, have ya? Come and join him if you like.
Say will take over. His work is sloppy. He'll kill the prisoner too quickly.
The mark glows, but you feel nothing in response. Your illithid power is beyond reach until you rest.
I don't know about that. Gale isn't very good at just straight up lying or performance, but there is a detect thoughts option here.
No! Why won't he speak? The Drow's gonna kill me if I can't make him talk.
I'll take over, unless you want the Drow to learn of your failures.
We do all the work, and you get to finish him? Bah! Take him! Won't do you any good. He just screams. I should have sent him to Moonrise with the rest. For all the good he's been. I want to watch that weird priest next door. Sounded like he was beating something up. Oh yeah, beating it good.
What? The prisoner?
Oh, forget about him. There'll be more of them soon.
Alright, well let's talk to this person here then.
Please. Let me out. There's no reason for this.
Relax, I'm not going to leave you here.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Not really my jam. Be patient, I'll be back.
Please, hurry.
A long way to go still.
Indolence breeds madness. Alas, time for chatter.
No, no! Please! Oh, don't hurt me!
Come on, Lae'zel, be nice, calm down, I'm here to help.
You are? I need to get out of here.
Sleight of hand, pick the lock.
The lock clicks and opens.
Thank you. I better go before they catch us. I should be able to make it to the Grove on my own. They need to know they're in danger.
Tell me, have you seen a druid called Halsin?
Halsin? I don't know. He changed into a bear, but I lost sight of him. I don't know if he's still alive.
What did the goblins want with you?
The Grove. To the east. They wanted to know where we came from. They'll kill everyone. Please, I need to warn them.
I think we can guess how he ended up on the rack. So, leave.
Quite ready for you.
Oops. And we will see that there is a passage down there. Which leads here to where these traps were. And remember how I said it doesn't let you detect the passageway from this side if you haven't already been there? Well, now we've been there, so now we can see the passageway.
Charmed, I'm sure.
Well, those aren't our torture instruments, so.
Come on, pig started squealing yet? Because if
Yes,
you're
of
drinking, job must be done.
You look like you could kick the ass of half the scrubs in here. Bunch of drunken layabouts. No me, though. I'm hard as they come. And I'm itching for another fight.
Speaking of another fight, what's the next raid going to target?
Drow studying the war map. Trying to figure it out. You should talk to her. Get the killing started quicker.
We have a couple of, Save the first druid. We learn that the goblins imprisoned the survivors deep within their camp. Halsin would be held captive there if he survived. The Drow is called Minthara. With this, we can cripple the goblins. There are 3 leaders of the goblin camp: Drow Ragzlin, Priestess Gut, and the Drow Minthara. Priestess Gut, one of the goblins' leaders, was defeated. We learn that the goblins imprisoned the survivors deep within their camp. Halsin could be held captive there if he survived.
Come on! You could do better than that!
I'm watching you. Spite promised that any meat that falls off is mine.
Bet you couldn't make him sing either, could ya? I'd swear he was mute if I hadn't heard him scream so much.
Greetings, child. I've met few aside from goblins here. Ah, are you also here to assist with the prisoner?
You mean the one they are torturing?
Please. The things they do to that man? So crude and primitive. I was invited to teach them. I live for pain and its intricacies, you see. But, alas.
Pain without purpose is a terrible thing. Wouldn't you agree?
See? A scroll of hold person, that's kind of funny. And not inappropriate for Abdurak. Then why are you beating yourself?
I realize this looks strange, but I assure you, it is a most intimate form of worship. You see, pain is a loving thing, but trying to explain it to these goblins has proven. Forgive me, but that look in your eyes, something terrible has happened to you.
Clever man. How did you know?
Because I see those same eyes when I look in the mirror, dear one. We've all suffered in these dark times. It is little wonder you bear scars of pain and anguish. Please, let me alleviate this pain.
And how would you do that?
As the Maiden of Pain, the goddess Loviatar teaches us. Through penance, administered by my skilled hand. My work can grant peace and serenity, the likes of which few experience. It will be worth it. I promise.
Go ahead. I'm sure you're in need of a little penance.
And like I said before, I think Gale is a bit pain avoidant. I don't think he would want to submit to that. Touch me, and you'll lose your hand.
You're long?
Is that a promise? A pity, though. You would have known such sweet relief at my hands. Now, if you'll excuse me, I should return to my own worship.
Didn't he call himself a master? Would have thought he'd be more creative.
Volo. We found the
Don't
bard.
go bothering my pigeon. It's mine.
I see. Do you have plans for this pigeon?
Keep him safe. Listen to him coo. Till I gets hungry or some such. What's it to ya?
Your pet is actually a rather famous writer.
Him? Nah.
Everyone howls when they're on fire.
I was admiring him. I'd like one of my own.
Then catch one on your own.
The mark glows, but you feel nothing in response. Your illithid power is beyond reach until you rest.
And detect thoughts. Read her thoughts. But I'm actually gonna... because it doesn't always show up in the dialogue, so I'm gonna cast guidance myself and then go back into it.
This Ranger better not go yapping about my pigeon. I should have turned him over to Minthara by now, but he's such a nice little pigeon.
Withholding prisoners? Your boss won't be happy to hear that.
What? I ain't. Minthara don't give a cake what you think. Bah, just take him if you care so much. See if he'll sing for the likes of you, though. Bloody think. Here's the key. Pigeon's all yours.
Well, may as well open it up.
Look at this. I'm quite saved. A joy to see a familiar face in such a precarious setting. I guarantee the story of your daring rescue of my person will live on for eons.
Oh, and you can't trade with him right now. Get yourself to safety, and quick.
I intend to do just that. A trusty invisibility potion goes a long way in a place like this. We mustn't tarry, but I'd hate for our friendship to end here. Please, won't you meet me once we've both slipped the goblin yoke?
A fine mess you've landed yourself in. How'd you get caught?
Why, by design, my friend. How better to learn the ways of a people than to live among them? I dare say the experiment has proven most fruitful, too. I'll be happy to share my findings once we've found somewhere safe to parley.
Go to my camp. We'll talk there once we're both safe.
Smashing! Soon, my friend. Soon we can share a flagon of something liquid and a tale of daring do. I'll slip away when the coast is clear. See you soon, my friend. I simply can't wait to pick your brain!
Alright. We freed Volo, who'll meet us back at camp.
Let us confer.
You should come on the raid.
This ain't the party, pal. We're working here.
If you're close enough to talk with me, then you're too damn close.
If I were you, I'd get me arse back to the party before somebody put me to work.
Smash your faces and go casting aspersions. Boss Ragslin weren't lying when he said anyone could join the Absolute's ranks.
That felt like an insult.
Keep moving, lest you're wanting a clubbing and drubbing.
You're either with the Absolute or against her. Ain't no in between.
They've been comfortable since we've been here.
And I've been noticing these rats around. I've got animals speaking up, might as well.
A longing for small spaces. Stone walls hugging close. Confining. There is a light here, in the tight space beneath the floor. Secret things that shine.
Nothing up there, really?
What's next, I wonder?
You had my attention.
Praise his ever-bleeding axe. Praise his throne of flaming iron. Praise Maglobiet.
You know Maglobiet, a tyrannical deity who treats his goblinoid followers as slaves.
Trying to interrupt my prayers? Scared of a real god? You're as goonless as the rest of them.
How'd you land yourself in that cage?
'Cause I'm loyal to Maglobiet. 'Cause I ain't having my head turned by some upstart god.
I assume you mean the Absolute?
Yeah. My old tribe's fallen for this shite. Traitorous bastards. The great Absolute brings us together. Drow and gnolls and goblins all braiding one another's hair. It's a load of shite.
You don't like your people mixing with outsiders.
Talking to you, ain't I? I just don't believe in all this togetherness and chumminess. Ain't natural. It won't last. They'll be tearing into each other soon enough. Sod 'em all. I'll wait it out in here, praying to a real god.
His door is trapped. But there's all these others around here right now.
With ease.
Perhaps I will come back and deal with that later.
Don't get too comfortable, you horrible sacks of muck. Drow might need us anytime.
They've been comfortable since we've been here.
With silver tongue.
What you staring at? Move along, ugly!
Do anything weird?
Something bad.
It's not our concern. Our prey is elsewhere.
Get your eye off my arse!
The eye's glassy black surface reflects your gaze. As you gaze deeper, you feel a focus, an intent.
Reach out to the presence.
You feel a brief lurching connection, the sensation of falling into your own image endlessly. Confusion, alarm. Then the presence withdraws, leaving a dull black mirror once more.
It's the only thing they're good at.
Oh, a scroll of Scorching Ray. And then we see a Drow, which is likely the one that everybody's been talking about. And we also see Saza right there. So let's recast guidance. And let's go talk to them.
And now you dare to question me. I didn't mean nothing by it, your ladyship.
Mistress! It's me, your loyal servant, Saza. I'm back, and I brought a friend.
How thoughtful. And where did you find this friend?
They was in some rickety druid grove, mostly full of tieflings, but them intruders you're after were hiding out there.
I presume you dealt with my prey and massacred the rest?
Well, the thing about that is, they sort of massacred us. But this mug helped me to escape. I say we stick a few holes in him. Show how grateful we are.
You feel a cold hand caress your mind as the Drow praises you.
Oh dear. Your prisoner is one of the Absolute's favorites, Saza. A true soul.
Nah, a compy. They was in the grove, hanging around with the tieflings.
Undercover, no doubt. Carrying out the Absolute's will. Oh, Saza, you have made a grave error. And it will be your last. My spiders are hungry, little one. But before they feast, tell me where that grove is. And I may yet spare your life.
It's past the bridge, to the east. Big old gate covered in ivy. Don't hurt me, mistress, please.
I will not hurt you. My spiders will have that pleasure.
No, I mucked up, I'm sorry. But I didn't know who they was. They didn't tell me nothing.
She is telling the truth. She didn't know.
I told ya, I was trying to follow orders best I could.
Silence, wretch. And remember, you owe your miserable life to this one.
I won't cause any more trouble. I swears it.
Through sheer luck, that pathetic worm has brought me the information I need. And it seems that the inhabitants of the Grove trust you. We can use that against them. You have a part to play in this slaughter.
Return to the Grove. When my raiding party approaches, throw open the gate and signal me.
The fate of the Grove's inhabitants hangs in the balance. Killing the Drow here would spare them, but it might be better to face her warband at the Grove itself, on familiar ground. On the other hand, participating in the slaughter as she asks may be the perfect way to earn her trust and access to the cult's inner circle.
I want no part of this. Actually, no, she doesn't have a trade. I want no part of this.
I do not intend to lead a suicidal charge. The goblins are expendable. I am not. The Absolute brought you here for a reason. To throw open those gates and crush our enemies.
I can delay here. I have another matter to take care of first.
Take care of it, quickly. You are needed here, and my patience wears thin.
Saza betrayed us, but we convinced Minthara to spare her life. Let's hope she remembers what we did for her.
It's abandoned.
Looks that way. But scouts said they heard something moving around out there. Something big.
It's not our concern. Our prey is elsewhere.
Do we have anyone that uses daggers? Not really. And it does a D4 necrotic damage to creatures that are knocked out or sleeping. So this isn't even a particularly useful dagger. But it is cute.
These pariahs, they're prepared to fight for the absolute.
What they do ain't exactly fighting. All they gotta do is light up a powder.
So I think given this, what we're gonna do is finish checking out this upper area of the Sanctum. And then prepare ourselves to fight Minthara here.
The scrying eye was looking at me all strange. Right. What would some drow wizard in Moonrise want to look at you for?
Heading to see our new pet. It didn't seem easy, I'll give it that.
Do you think the dwarf is ready yet? Watch your step down by the pens. Augie's been getting fat on your kind lately.
This skeleton, by the way, has a ring of poison resistance. Certainly, there's not really anything stopping you from getting this before you go face the spider matriarch, and it could be a very useful thing for somebody. Right now, there's 3 ring spots that are completely unclaimed, so I'll go ahead and wear it for now. Could have sworn there were 3 goblins down here and I only talked to 2, but I can't remember which 2 it was. I don't care that much. Oh, let's see what Grubbo has to say.
Shut up!
Ah, she's not happy with us. So there's a collapsed corridor here. I don't think we can use this right now.
No getting through. More's the pity.
Right. But there's some chests over here. There's a gilded chest over here. And a gilded chest over here. We can hop over here for another chest. And while we're up here on the rafters, give myself the enhanced sleep. And jump all the way over there for another chest. And the scroll just sitting there.
Your ladyship still ain't talking.
Quite. On it.
What are they doing? Hiding in trees?
I'd rather not get spotted here at this time. Thought there was maybe another chest over here, but maybe it's just this.
If I must. Yes.
With haste.
Okay. So we grabbed that stuff. And I am gonna go ahead and do the looting for the entire Sanctum now, for all the stuff that's not already claimed, and then I'm gonna go long rest, and then I'm gonna come back and take care of Minthara, because that will basically trigger the sequence of events that has us taking out the rest of the Shattered Sanctum. And I don't want to start that on this low of spell slots. I mean, Shadowheart's almost entirely out. How are we doing on... Okay, I don't think we're gonna level up again before it's done, but... Yeah. So let me go ahead and loot, and I will rejoin you basically right there at Minthara. Alright, actually, I decided to change my mind. I am not going to rest first, because we've already talked to Minthara, and Saza told her where the grove is. So Gale would be concerned that if we leave,
What are we waiting for?
Minthara may decide to move on the grove without our help.
You have already failed.
So I only have 2 temporary hit points left, so I'm going to renew my Armor of Agathis, getting myself back up to 4 arcane wards.
Much like your words is meaningless, whelp. End the latter to save the
Give an
former.
enhanced sleep to everybody.
Prisoners lost a lot of blood. Still ain't talking.
Tell them to stop cutting him. We need him alive.
Break his bones instead. Start with the fingers.
Your ladyship, Spike always makes him talk.
If he doesn't, I'll
All
cut
right.
out his tongue.
The goblins tell me that you extracted a confession from our prisoner. True soul.
Without your help, they would have extracted nothing but screams and blood.
It is time for the raid to begin. The grove and those who are hiding there will fall. There is a weapon the Absolute seeks. I'm sure those wretches have it hidden away there. We will find it amongst the dead and the ashes.
Her excitement is palpable. She lingers on thoughts of victory, of unbelievers' blood spilled, and of the weapon. She will seize it, in the Absolute's name. You feel Shadowheart's anxiety. The weapon the Absolute seeks, it's the artifact that she carries. The same one that protected you as you entered the goblin camp. Her mind focuses. The cultists cannot discover that the weapon they seek is within their grasp.
Go to their refuge and make your way inside. As a friend.
I prefer to face my enemies rather than stabbing them in the back.
How noble. I prefer to win. I will gather a raiding party and move into position. You will open the gates from the inside when the time is right to strike. We will cleanse the place of infidels and burn it to the ground in the Absolute's name. And then we will be the first among her favorites.
No. This ends now. And so do you.
You would dare! Guards, to me!
That is a wisdom save once per short rest. Not very likely on Minthara. But your wisdom is 8. I bet I can scare you. Well, maybe not. But I'll try. Saved. Okay. That could be a problem. Okay, Shadowheart. I just want to see what chance I have of commanding Minthara. It's only 30%, so that's not great. What about a concussive smash? Not a great chance to hit her. A better chance to hit her. We don't need healing yet, but at the very least I could give Karlach a better shot of making the next save with a resistance. And then I could sanctuary her so nobody attacks her while she's held. And then that's Shadowheart's spell slots. Actually, yeah, well. You attacked Basket? Okay. Can't throw you. Too heavy to throw. Can I shove you? Cannot be moved. Oh. So honestly, because she's concentrating on the whole person, I think one of my best options here is to magic missile Minthara. Force 3 concentration saves. All of which were successful. Alright.
Swiftly now.
So Minthara is wet, and I have plenty of movement left, so I can provoke. And you just miss? Well, that's annoying. I will try to do the same thing though, and force 3 saves for concentration, all of which are still successful. You destroy the war drum. Alright, Shadowheart. You are literally out of spell slots, so you know what? Let's try it.
Down with you.
We can at least get that out of the way. And Lae'zel can also probably start throwing goblins. Or shoving goblins. There we go. Unfortunate. Oh, damn. That's what I was trying to do to you. Let's use up some more water. Bust this one open and hopefully get both of these wet. Yep. So miss. we go. Oh. Let's shock and grasp her. Basket will go invisible. And stand over here. Karlach. Definitely gonna rage now. Can't get to those. Can auto kill this one. And stand next to Gale. Throw a potion of healing over here. Also to give them both bless. And I guess at least step out of the electrocution. And drink a potion herself. You're still wet? No, you're not wet. And you're not wet. But you are still wet. Can I jump up there? Yes. Critical miss. Alright. I am going to take some attacks of opportunity here. I'm trying to get rid of combatants. Failed. Damn. think I could maybe shove that one. And that gets rid of one of the wargs. And I'll throw a potion at my own feet. Okay, they are... Well, he's still wet by one, but I'm actually gonna... And do I still have armor? Yes. And no longer, so I will cast a second level armor on myself. Alright, Minthara has knocked herself out. Can I at least shove you? And then I can come up here and help with that. Oh, that destroyed the thing and Shadowheart is just barely not on it. Drink a potion. And step out of the fire. Still have 6 temporary hit points, but I may need to preserve those, so...
It shall be done.
What's this?
Carl, I can take it. Oh. I'll just go invisible there.
Fuck yes.
Easy.
Oh. Ran out of movement.
Death is but a word away.
No prizes for guessing what this weapon they're after really is. The artifact.
Let's hope not. If they know we have their weapon, they'll never give up. More's the pity. On my way. Good find.
Now this stuff is marked as owned still, but like these people are handled, so we're gonna take it. Oh wait. Elegant pen strokes trace out a map of the local area. The goblin's den is indelibly marked in greenish ink. The word Chianthar waves across the bottom where the largest river flowed. 3 additional locations are annotated. Caravan. Goblins is scrawled to the northwest of the camp. Tollhouse Knolls mark the far north territory. Forest Supplies hovers over an arrow pointing to the forest just to the camp's east. Beneath, in small letters, Between the Laurel. Water sparklers. When the wearer stands in water during combat, it becomes electrified. These are not considered armor, but I don't really want to electrify all the water I stand in, at least at this time.
In for a surprise?
Cyanide. Shadowheart has just a regular old mace. This can do fairy fire and is a +1 mace. Certainly, I'll send that to Shadowheart. The Boots of Striding. While you are concentrating, you can't get knocked prone or be moved against your will. That is certainly going to be good for Gale. Because as long as he has Detect Thoughts up, which he will try to always have, he can walk through his own ice that he creates. And then let's give the spider step to Karlach for now. Spider silk armor, stealthy. We don't really use stealth in this party, but yeah, this armor isn't really for any. Actually, you know what? It'll be. No, not even, because I want Gale's AC to be low. I'll go ahead and equip that though. Right, Lae'zel. Why can't Gale cast this? Not proficient with boots. Oh. Can't use the boots of striding. I guess he'll put on the water sparklers and then the boots of striding. Then those would probably go to... Nope. Well, yeah, they're gonna be better than the speedy Lightfoot for Shadowheart. And then the speedy dash or similar action in combat. Most likely, I guess, Karlach. Okay, now.
Take you. Not fall before my time.
And then that's worth an inspiration as well. Fate must wait. Resurrect anyone in your party. We are out of short rests,
I wonder what
but
the
everybody
next move
is wounded except for... Well, no, Gale is still down a hit point. Hang on.
One with the weave.
Alright, now that everybody is together... You know what? I'd rather save that for combat, so let's just...
Assume nothing.
Oh, I could go for a good meal. On my way.
Let's just use potions to get ourselves back up now.
There's no time to waste.
Not fall before my time.
And then Lae'zel can drink a few.
Seek and you shall find me.
Okay.
This will come in handy. All right. Very well.
Now we do miss out on whatever loot they had. I can't reach those, but that's okay. And Minthara was successfully knocked out, so that's cute. And everybody made it over. Let's check out these pens.